have the daily price chart for PayPal Holdings Incorporated, stock ticker PYPL. So as we can see here, the stock has experienced a pretty massive jump here in a very short period of time. So in light of this, we're going to be kind of analyzing the price levels here to determine where it's best to start buying and selling the stock and to start to work on some profitable trading plans for the stock going forward. So as we can see here, if we kind of drill in here a bit, we can see that there is a significant price gap here that has developed for this stock. Positive earnings results have helped the company with its share price, and we're currently seeing a market gap here from just above the $59 mark all the way to roughly $62.50. So it might not seem like a lot, but it's, in percentage terms, it's not insignificant. We're talking about over roughly $3.50 in share price gains here that are just being seen on a gapping basis. And then in addition to that, what this price move has done is send the stock price above all of its major exponential moving averages. This is significant because this is the daily chart that we're watching here. The daily chart is significant for these moving averages because even people that do not often pay much attention to technical analysis of price charts will often have these daily moving averages showing on their charts somewhere. And then when we do start to see, positive or negative news headlines that are related to a stock, these news headlines will often center around the daily moving average cluster, which would be this series of 4 lines here. So what we have specifically here is this yellow line, which is the 20-day exponential moving average. Orange line would be the 50-day. Purple line would be the 100-day. And then this blue line here would be the 200-day exponential moving average. As we can see here, for the most part, these lines here were declining. They were descending, moving lower. And it does show that overall prior trend momentum for this stock was focused in the downside direction. But now we've seen this positive earnings surprise. This could completely change the game here. This could send the stock much higher. So if you're currently holding this stock, you do need to identify some specific price levels, which will allow you to capture profits in these positions. So that's what we'll be doing with this video. So currently, the reversal here is pretty significant. I mean, there are several different reasons for this. One is the fact that we're currently dealing with a broader downtrend here. And the stock price here is going to have to break above this downtrend. But now that we've moved above these exponential moving averages, that's going to become much easier to do here. We can move down to the hourly chart here just to get a quick idea of how the stock is performing on a shorter term basis. So here we can see this price gap, and it has been quite significant. I mean, this isn't something you really see with this stock very often. And when we're dealing with the hourly price chart, each price candle at this point here represents a 1 hour trading period, whereas in the prior chart, every candle formation was a full day trading period. So here we can see, some additional moving averages, which are also quite important. And there are some important signals here that are being generated at the moment. So as we can see here, this yellow line, again, that's the 20-period exponential moving average, has now forcefully moved upward and has started to cross above the 50 period. This is an hourly chart, so 50 hour. So this is crossing above the orange line, which is the 50 hour, the purple line, the 100 hour, and the blue line, which is the 200 hour exponential moving averages. We're crossing currently above all of those. As we can see here, it's a new crossover, so it's not very obvious here, but the yellow line is crossing above the blue line. So this is significant because if we pull back out to the daily chart here, this tells us a lot about how the daily moving averages are going to start to behave. We saw that those were already starting to point in the upward direction, and the 20-hour EMA is crossing above the 200-hour EMA. So, we can start to see a little bit of this activity here in the price chart itself. You can see that this yellow line is already starting to curve upward, and similar activity is being shown in these longer term moving averages. So this is significant because it does suggest that the momentum is starting to move in the positive direction. In addition to that, you also have this line down here. This purple line at the bottom of the chart is the relative strength index. And as we can see, there was a bearish negative momentum condition that was present in this indicator previously. It's not surprising to hear this. Shouldn't be surprising to hear this because overall the downtrend here was negative. I mean, we were moving lower. But with this latest price move here, what we can see, if we kind of move in here a bit, what we can see is that this trend has now completed itself. It's run its course. It's reached a point of exhaustion, and it's no longer influencing the stock. So what this does tell us is that this downtrend line now is likely to start to be overcome, and that we should start to see prices moving higher here. Once we see an upside break of this trend line, we should start to see prices start to move in the upward direction on a more consistent basis. And this is important because if we do pull out longer term on this price chart, we can see that this is a stock that's been in some major trouble for quite a while. We can just keep going back here and keep pulling out, and share prices were trading much higher a very short time ago. Roughly the middle of 2021. The stock was trading above $310. So this is a very major difference, with these recent declines. And it does suggest that we could be on the verge of a very significant turning point for this stock when we're looking at the context of its broader trading history here. So, there is a fair amount of upside potential at this point. And this is a stock that has really been beaten down for quite a while. As long as we can continue this move forward, we should break through this descending trend line here. And the next level of resistance comes in at roughly $68.30. Currently, we're trading at $64. So we do have roughly another $4.30 in possible upside here near term, as long as this descending downtrend line starts to break. Overall, I am seeing a lot of positive, evidence here. A lot of pieces of positive technical evidence in this chart, and we can also see that to the downside, we should be fairly limited by this double bottom, which now is found at roughly $56. So currently, we're looking at less than roughly $8 in downside potential price moves here, but then the potential for upside is quite substantial when we do pull out to the longer term trading charts. So here's the current market update for PayPal Holdings Incorporated, stock ticker PYPL. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.